What's going on, everybody on YouTube? Steve with Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com. Coming back to you with another video from inside my car. And in today's video, I wanted to give you guys three kind of advanced or intermediate techniques for being able to find used clothing. And I know I haven't made a clothing video in a while, so I apologize about that. To be honest with you folks, like I said in one of my previous videos, I haven't really been selling clothing. I've been focusing on other businesses, so it's kind of tough to make videos about something you're not currently doing at the time. But in any event, I had something on my mind and I want to share it with you folks because I think it could really help you in your clothing business to be able to get more inventory in a more, different or unorthodox way. So most people who run a clothing business, they're traditionally getting their clothes through thrift stores. I know that's how I got a lot of my clothes, but there's a few other techniques that I've used in the past to be able to acquire large amounts of clothing at a discount. So one of these are going to actually have to do, one of these three techniques is actually going to have to do with a thrift store, but it's a little more specific. But with that being said and out of the way, let's dive into this video and get into these three techniques for acquiring large amounts of clothing to resell for a profit. So the first way that I haven't heard a lot of people talk about is by actually going to laundromats and talking to the manager, the person who's in charge, and asking them if they have any clothes that people haven't claimed or, just clothing in general that has been left behind or hasn't been, processed or whatever. Because the people who own these dry cleaners and who run these, over time, there's people who don't pick up their clothing that's been pressed or cleaned, or something goes wrong, or there's a wide array of different reasons in terms of what could happen. But a lot of times if you go to these laundromats and ask them, they'll have a bunch of clothes. I remember one time specifically, I had talked to a guy who ran a laundromat who actually took over a business that closed. And you know what, he had all these clothes, they were worth really good money, but he said, you know what, I'm in the laundromat business, I'm not in the eBay business, the reselling, the Craigslist business. And I ended up picking up like over 200 items really cheap. It came to like 20 or 30 cents an item, and did really, really well with that. So that's just one technique that, again, I don't see a lot of people experimenting with, and it's easy, man. You can just go to all these different laundromats, stop by, ask for the manager or the boss in charge, give them a business card, let them know what you do, and see if you could help them out. Because a lot of these clothes and this overflow of items that haven't been picked up or just sitting around, they're taking up space, and they want to clear it out. So definitely try that out. You can even make posters and drop them off. But really cool technique right there. And the second technique is to actually go on to Craigslist, to the free section, and you can find a lot of clothing over there. I found tons of people who, they're just too lazy to donate it, and if you come and you pick it up and you're willing to make the trip over, they'll just give it to you for free. Obviously it's in the free section. Also on Craigslist, if people are selling clothes in lots and in big bulk, a lot of times people aren't on Craigslist to buy that much, especially clothing. So you can usually get the whole thing really, really cheap. So check out the free section on Craigslist. Once in a while, you'll find some crazy deals. People who just are clearing out the house, or they're moving, or whatever the reason is. But I found a few really good deals that way. And also for sale section on Craigslist, again, not a lot of people are buying clothes on there, especially in big lots. So you can definitely get some good deals that way. And the third intermediate advanced technique for getting a lot of clothing to resell in your business really cheap is to go to the Salvation Armies or the Goodwills. It's not going to really apply for the Savers. Mostly the Salvation Army, this has worked for me, or maybe even mom and pop shops, is go on like the half off days or the sale days and make them an offer at the end of the night. And one of the big reasons why they have these sales, these sale days at thrift stores, I've noticed, is there's just such an abundance of clothing. Literally, a lot of times the racks are so jam-packed, people can't even move through the actual racks to look at the items. So a lot of times they'll run these sales weekly or bi-weekly or just sporadically, just to move the inventory out the store, because they have so much coming in. At least where I live, I'm in Connecticut. This might be different where you live, or if you live in, a different location. Again, I can only speak from, my own experience and where I'm from, but these thrift stores are jam-packed, especially the Salvation Armies, with clothing. And if you go in late at night, right towards the end of the sale, and if you notice that the racks are still jam-packed and full, talk to the manager, ask to make them a deal. I've had up to 90% off at times over there, and sometimes they'll even let you fill up a bag or do something really crazy. And if you're into blazers, sports coats, and suits, and jackets, and higher-end items, I mean, you could really make a lot of profit there, even with you know, items that only sell for 20 bucks or so. If you could pick them up for a dime or a quarter, you could really make some money. Now, again, this is going to, you know, be up to you in your area. Some Salvation Armies I've noticed are kind of getting a little more corporate, and they're not really acting as if they're the mom and pop shops anymore, even though they're a big name. But a lot of times you used to be able to negotiate with these places, but I've noticed some of them are starting to get more corporate, corporate-ish, if you want to call it that. So they're not really doing the deals sometimes, depending on the location. But yeah, those are three various intermediate advanced techniques for finding more clothing. Again, it's awesome to find them at garage sales or flea markets or at thrift stores, just the normal way. But if you could apply some of these other ones, it could probably help you out to get more stuff and keep growing your business. But in any event, going to be heading over to my folks' house, going to be going out for a birthday dinner. My birthday's actually tomorrow, but I got some stuff going on, so we're doing it today. Turning 28 years old, so really excited about that, excited about the future, the business. Again, folks, sorry for not making so many videos lately. I've just been so busy with other things and other businesses. And again, I know this channel was kind of brought up around eBay and reselling, and you know, I've just been focused on other things right now, so I haven't really been able to come to you guys with a lot of videos. But I'm going to be getting back into it again on a part-time basis and maybe more. I've been hitting up garage sales, finding some cool stuff, so I'll definitely share my adventure with you folks. And again, I appreciate everybody for following me, for watching my videos, for commenting, for always being so positive and helpful. And I hope that I can be able to continue to add value to your lives and help you to make money, grow your business, develop as an individual, and so on and so forth. But again, thanks for watching, and keep on picking and making up money, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.